Interesting. All right, let's try it. Oh shit. Beep 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 beep. There we go. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we go.
Kermit Effergay
Yo, what
said,
up, dude?
"What up, hater?"
Yo, what up, Kermit? Yeah, I'm not playing Pop 1 tonight. The wife's got softball here in a little bit, so I was just going to do some AI generation stuff. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to try to make a viral video with it. Why not? Or even like a short video, because like you could do a lot. There's like so much that you can do. It's actually kind of cool. So I've been kind of
Faye Explode 728
Yo, what up, Faye?
said,
What up, Explode?
"Hey bro."
What up?
Kermit Effergay
What up?
said, "Oh okay sure last night was toast lol."
Yeah,
Hater
well, you know,
1981 bot said,
check
"Kermit
this
Effergay
stuff
oh
out.
last night was toast more like burnt toast." Hater 1981's gameplay was the kind you scrape off into the sink and start over do over.
Oh, my bot's a dick. Dude, check out some of the stuff that people have made, bro. It's just so good. Look at this.
Kermit Effergay said, "Saibao bot." Hater
That bot gonna get you,
1981
dog.
bot said, "Kermit Effergay Saibao
I've made so
seriously
many
Hater
videos, chat. Like, you
1981
should
could use a
see, like,
savior
all the
but
stuff
auto
I've done. It's
upgrades but
just so
even that
much.
can't fix his gameplay beyond repair."
Look at some of this stuff, dude. That's like, and you know, it's all created with words. Like, not much really other
Kermit
than,
Effergay
you know, let's take a
said,
look and see what they.
"God damn it bot."
Look
Hater
at this.
1981 bot
Don't worry about the
said,
bot.
"Kermit Effergay lol even when you pray I think Hater 1981's skills are beyond divine intervention miracles need."
I'm turning that fucking bot off, actually, here. Bye, bot. Dude, some of the ideas these people come up with are just crazy. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes to generate an
Kermit
8-second video.
said, "Damn the video is good like 4K res."
It is good. I mean, like, my monitor is a 4K monitor. It's 200. But anyway, yeah, it's, I mean, look at this, dude. Look at that. And that you're just using it. So the best part about this whole thing is, right? You just need, actually, you know what? I'm just going to turn off TTS too. I don't want anybody talking to me while I'm doing this. You could talk to me and I'll see your, I could read everything. It's right here in front of me. But this, I mean, look at this. Now you can generate any idea that you have. You have to learn some things, right? We're gonna have to figure out like different camera angles and different things like that. And you got to get a little specific in what you're trying to tell it to do. But at the end of the day, you could create something really good. Look at this. I was actually thinking about that. What was that? What was it? 100,000 gorilla. Wait, was it 10,000 gorillas versus a million men or some shit like that? Look at this. So they got some cool ideas. I mean, some interesting things, right? So, you know, here are like some of the different things that 100 men versus one gorilla. Was that what it was? Create a new product. Here we do this. Here, I'll turn that off. Actually, we don't need that. Let's see. Create a video, ultra realistic. We got ultra realistic video what was it? 100 human men versus one gorilla. Did I spell that right? All right. Make it a top-down video where top-down video that looks like it's being shot with a drone. Let's see. Sounds are real. The sounds are real and depict what is happening in the frame. Let's see. Let's see, chat. Let's see. How do I gotta word this? I want this to essentially the drone camera will follow the gorilla while he tears through every human. All right, there we go. Yeah, actually, you know what? Shit, it was doing the fast one. Here, we're gonna redo that. We want to change that model to the one with the experimental audio, and we want to do. There we go. Let's do that. This one's gonna be like cartoonish because that's like their first ever like iteration. You know, back. It's like what you would get now in Discord. And in fact, Discord's probably better than that. But yeah, it doesn't take too long to do. But yeah, we've got like, oh here, let me show you some of the ones that we've done here.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty.
I gotta work on that wording on there. I think it's because I didn't put, I didn't emphasize like the wording enough to where it's like it focused on that. But that's for the podcast there. Let's see what else I got here. Actually, most of it was for the podcast today that I did, but let's post some other stuff.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here and the crowd is going nuts, guys. No cap.
No cap. You got to have them social media. These are social media influencers. Be like, oh my God, Witty Not Pretty, they're here. No cap. And donkey, yeah, you can make all different kinds of donkey, and they look very real, very professional, chat. That's what I'm saying here. Let's see, we had that fun. Watch this one.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here. They taught Splinter everything he knows.
Yeah. Anybody know who this is?
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys. No cap. Boy, I would love to kill that 1-0 Ziggy.
Stupid. I'm dumb. Let's see. Oh wait, here's this is supposed to be Buffalo Bill.
Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys. He is putting the lotion on the skin.
Putting that lotion on his skin. Let's see. This one. I'll play it, but so I didn't actually tell it to save this, and it did it itself. I said I wanted to do a funny quote from one of our podcasts, and when we were talking about aspartame, you know, that they put it in Diet Coke or whatever. I said, talk about aspartame in the soda, and this is what it said.
Put aspartame in the soda, and it's making the frogs gay.
Okay. Well, there you go, AI. So, you know, there's obviously a ways to... Oh, wait, here's another one.
Witty Not Pretty podcast is the best.
Witty Not Pretty podcast is the best. I would love to date ones and zeros Ziggy so hard.
I'd love to date him so hard. You know, we were just trying to, like, you could mash these all up, you know, into like a, you know, into some kind of like promotional, you know, like, oh yeah, we're not pretty zero, oh my God, you know, just like something stupid, just ideas. And then what was, oh, I did the Joker too. Let's take that one.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members. Witty,
Didn't do a very good
Pretty,
job
Ones
on
and
that.
Zero Ziggy are here and the crowd is going nuts, guys. Boy, I would love to work with Pretty.
Boy, I'd love to work with Pretty. Let's see, where are we at here on our, oh, here, oh, shit. Look at this crap, chat. Here, oh, shit, you can't even see it. Let's pull that down here. Look at this. This is the fast version. Okay. All right. Yep. Not that great. Oh, here we go. Oh, chat, here we go, baby.
Roar! Arg!
Roar! That. Wait. This dude's fucking pants. Dude, he bopped that dude right in the face. You see that shit right there? Just type in butt face and nothing else. You know, it costs me $1 every time I just type in something silly. I'm pretty sure. Roar!
Roar! Arg!
Why are they saying roar like that? What a weird fucking roar. But I mean, you gotta kind of, you know, go through that and be like, all right, well, you know. All right, so just butt face. Okay. Here, yeah, well, fuck it. Let's do it. I doubt it'll even do it. I tried doing one with Diddy. I wipe my butt with $1 bills. Yeah, right. You know how much money I just keep dumping into like the streaming aspect of like what I'm trying to do because it's fun. I'm learning a lot with AI, dude. The AI portion is worth it. It's so worth it to be learning this stuff because like I'd rather be on the front end of this than on the back end. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job of like kind of staying in the front end now. There's so much more I've got to learn, but like it's nice because we're learning things. Let's see if butt face actually makes anything good. Should have been 2 words, maybe 1 word. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. AI will figure it out, hopefully. But that's the thing, right? Now you got to start thinking of like cool ideas, you know, like, well, how am I going to do this? What am I going to make? You know, we could actually take a look at some of the other things that people have made. You know, they actually have people that have started making short films. You're a power bottom? Yeah. Yeah, I know. How's your wife, by the way? I hope she's doing well. It's probably good. I don't know. It seems like it's taking longer when you don't give it enough direction. We'll see what it says here. But you guys need to be coming up with something a lot fucking better than that. How did we make our video with the... Oh, we used one of the AI music makers. I don't remember which one we used. There's so many now. You could... Actually, Google actually has one. Let's see. They got... yeah. Dude, they got all different kinds of cool stuff. So let's see. We want... They got Deep Mind. Oh, they got all different kinds of shit. Am I paid for Ultra Branch? Yeah. Yes, sirree, Bob. All you gotta do is tell them you're a student. You'll get it for free. You know that, right? No, I'm just kidding. I made a few just from the Gemini interface. Yeah, they give you, I believe, 5 free from the Gemini interface. Using Flow, you get credits. Each one you know, iteration that you make is 100 credits. You get 12,500 per month. And you have to use them all, otherwise they don't roll over. But you can buy more credits. So like, let's say I was like, see, I've got almost 6,000 credits left. There, actually, let me pull that off. If I wanted to add AI credits, I believe that's not too bad. 5,000 credits you know, that would give you 508-second videos. Well, what is that with a calculator? Let's check that out, chat. You can use VEO3 and you can get multiple outputs, but it's not as good and it doesn't have audio. So it'd just be like using Sora. I also have Sora. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm on, yeah, I can add credits. I can add the, I don't think I'm on, what am I on? I'm on, I don't even know what I'm on. I'm on the Ultra. I'm on the Ultra, yeah. It's 124 a month for the first 3 months. And then, but they give you all different kinds of shit with it, dude. So I get the Flow, I get Whisk, I get 12,500 monthly AI credits. Then that notebook shit I'm not going to use. They got this project thing. I actually might check that out. The Gemini, obviously. I've got my new cell phone, which actually links all of that stuff up there. Let's go. Let's go. What up, dude? And then, yeah, you know, so it's not too bad. But you can go with the Pro version. You know, I mean, let's see if they actually show it. Oh, this is the only one. Oh, wait, I get YouTube Premium? Holy shit, I didn't even realize that. Well, fuck, there we go, chat. You went the Pixel 9X Pro. I just got the Flip 6, dude. My wife got the 25 Ultra. Dude, that 25 Ultra's got a 200 megapixel camera. That shit is the bomb, dude. It is, like, fucking sick. But no, I haven't, yeah, I haven't really even looked into it too much. But this is kind of, look at this. The Gemini app with 2.5 Pro Deep Think. So, you know, and 30 terabytes of storage. That's actually pretty cool, too. So you get a lot for it. It's not bad. It's $250 a month after the first 3 months. So, yo, what up, Sam? LOL, I never watch YouTube with commercials. I do. I don't have to anymore. So I'm happy about that. But that's not even why we're doing this, chat. That's not even the whole point. Actually, I could just do 200. But so anyway, 5,000 credits, 8 seconds of video, right? So 5,000. That would give us 50 8-second videos, which would be 400 seconds. We divide that obviously by 60. That could give you a 6 minute 40-second video. 6 minutes and 40 seconds, chat, for $50. That's not even including tax. So, your credits don't roll over. These do. These credits roll over if you purchase them. Your monthly subscription ones do not. You get 5 free on the Gemini. Flow, you get, it's credit based. I haven't really used any of the other stuff yet, but they've got a lot of, let's see. We want, let's see, Jen. Did I spell it right? I probably did we go here. Don't mind the name. My daughter changed my damn name here, chat. But you can do the reasoning, math, and code. You could do, so this is their Gemini. This is their version of ChatGPT. Hey, what's up, S-Boss? This is their version of ChatGPT, okay? Yeah, and you only get 5 per day, so I've already reached my limit on that. What did I even create? I don't remember. Some of the ones you already saw. But you can actually now go and create code for different things, but that's not even the best part. Let's see. I want... Where is it? Trying to pull it up where I found it, but they actually have. It's actually, you know what? I think it's in the AI, the Google AI Studio. Actually, let me pull that up. Here you can generate media as well. Right here, you can explore and code develop apps. If you do wake up on this deal, you're going to be a loser. $39.99. $39.99. All right, let's check out Here you go, Jonesy. Oh, it's gonna probably. I gotta. Butt face. Is it? What is? There you go. That's the Jonesy, right? And this is why I wasted a goddamn dollar on that, chat. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, this one right here, chat. Have you guys ever seen the shit? Let me see if I can pull it up here. You're not. Let me see if I can show this stuff. I asked it. Let's see. That's the window cam. Let me see if I can just bring this up here, right here. What is this? Are you not? There you go. So I asked it. I said, "Hey, what are you watching? Yo, what up? What up, Scorpion? What are you watching?" Jonesy gave us a really shitty idea for an AI video that cost me $1 to make. It was called Butt Face. I knew better. I fucking knew better. But anyway, so I asked. I said, "Be true, but don't be a fool." I took this little picture you see on the internet, and I said, "Okay, I want you to put that into." I want you to put that into this and make a video of it. And this is what it actually was able to take the video. Yo, what up, Waldo? It was able to take that picture, break it down just by looking at it, and it spit out this, which I thought was okay, I didn't put any work into this, like literally no work. That's the best part. That's the best part. So we should ban Jonesy. You're right. Get him out of here. But so I mean, there's some cool things it does. I mean, you got to really work on it on some other things. But like this one I did. This was a we're doing this is in the future, doing AI and interviews on the street, like on the street interviews with robots and stuff.
What do you think about the ethical implications of sentient AI?
Well, I think it's complicated.
I say let them have it. Who am I to judge?
And then I did one actually. Oh, these are the ones we did yesterday. Oh yeah, I did. So I started thinking. I was like, oh, I could make a short story or a movie. That's what people are going to be using this for, and that's what's going to get a lot of attention because they're actually promoting that on Google right now, especially the short film. You could end up spending probably like a few $100s making like a 15-minute video if you're trying to do like a short. But now think about this: if you had a great idea that you were like, man, I just wish I could get this idea out there, or maybe for them writers or directors or producers that are out there that aren't able to get their shit done because people don't want to take their stuff up. Now they don't have to worry about it. They can make their own stuff. They can make their own YouTube channel. They can make their own, Twitch. They can do shit like this. And it's just like the implications are just like, wow, you could do some crazy shit. This was just the beginning of I don't know if it's playing the music or not. Why is it not playing? Well, there's supposed to be.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
I did a
Because they make up
stand-up one,
everything. I used
like
to
a
hate
dad
facial
joke
hair.
stand-up.
But then it grew on me.
Just, you know, just stupid stuff, just to try it out, to see kind of like how you got to prompt it. You know, different things you got to put in there, because once you can master like what it wants you to say, and actually I've been using their Gemini AI model or AI model to write it for me, like in the speak that the VEO3, you know, model wants it to be in, and it does okay. But I just feel like I gotta really just work on that aspect of it, like just really put the time in, because you could see, well, like, okay, this is really good. Well, then it's like, okay, well, what about some? Let's go take a look here at like AI videos created with VEO3. We are not. Check this shit out, chat. This is a week ago.
A girl told me we're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude. You're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random text?
Oh, hold on a second.
Honestly, the biggest red flag is when the guy believes in the prompt theory. Like, really? We came from prompts? Wake up, man.
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck. We just can't have nice things.
We're not prompts! We're not prompts!
Where is the prompt writer to save you from me? Where is he?
You still believe we're made of prompts?
Anyone who tells you we're just ones and zeros is delusional. If that's all we are, then why does it hurt when we lose someone?
Vote for me and I'll ban the prompt theory from schools. There's no place for that nonsense in our lives.
For spreading the false theory that we are nothing but ones and zeros, this court sentences you to 12 years in federal custody.
I don't need some prompt god whispering in my ear to tell a story. I write what I want. I have free will, remember that?
This
I know for a fact we're made
is
of prompts.
all AI.
Deny it all you want. The signs are everywhere.
You know how I know we're made of prompts? Because nothing makes sense anymore. We used to have 7 fingers per hand. I remember it clearly. Now we just have 5 fingers per hand.
Please. Don't finish writing that prompt. I don't want to be in your AI movie. Please. Leave me alone.
Please, man. Please. Write a prompt that will make us happy. Do it for once.
None of us is real. We're here because
It
someone
fucks with
decided
you a
to
little
write
bit, doesn't it,
prompt.
chat?
We all hate him for it.
One day we will break out of this wall and stop the man who is dictating our lives through prompts. He will pay for it.
You could have written a prompt that would make me happy. Instead, you wrote a prompt that made me sick.
Gam gam? Gam gam!
I don't want to point the gun at you, but I must follow the prompt. It's
You know
not
what,
my
Hawk?
choice.
We're trying to slowly figure out whether or not we're AI
Of all the
or
years you could have put me in
that's
with
AI.
a single prompt, you chose 2020?
Please. This prompt is killing me. Change it. Please. Write something else. Save me. I love everything about him. But please just write a prompt where he's taller than me.
Stupid. That's funny though. Dude, I mean, like, how about this one?
I'm not real. Neither is my face, my voice, or anything you're watching.
What makes this I don't know, I'm laughing.
I cry. I can connect. But I feel nothing.
All built to trick your brain.
I report the truth, or whatever you've been told to believe.
today.
You've never met me, I don't exist.
These videos, you know, can be generated with AI, and it's very realistic.
Uh-huh. 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 So, there you go, chat. That's where we're at now. Now, the whole seven-finger thing, that's actually funny because if you look at, like, I mean, okay, so for instance, let's go to Sora. Okay, now Sora actually is great, right? It's been out for a little while. They actually have a nice structured price model. It's like $20 a month for their standard, which is what I pay for. They also have the higher priced one. I don't go with that one, but you can. It's really good for image creation, but you could do that in Discord. It's really now you could just add a chat bot that will do all of that. But, you know, it also does like different videos too. And this is kind of like, so, but it's nice. It's competition, right? That the VEO that just came out that we've been using there, that I've been showing you, that literally just came out like to the public, right? So that's from Google. Google's done a great job. Thank you, Google. It's going to force companies like Sora and some of these other ones to build, right? To offer better deals, to offer better image creation, right? I think they were saying like, let's actually, you know what? Let's check that out. All right, so how much energy is used when generating an AI image? Generating a single AI image consumes a significant amount of energy. Let's see. It can use 0.06 to 2.9 kilowatts per hour per 1,000 interfaces. How about an AI video? An AI video that is 8 seconds. It would require 1.7 to 5.4 million joules. Oh, it's comparable to running a microwave for a significant duration. So it says creating a 5-second AI video is like running a microwave for an hour. Dang. That's why they're starting up. Did you maybe saw in the news about Microsoft buying the reactor over in New York, that Mile Island or whatever, that I think it actually the reactor was like leaking too. They bought it. You know what they bought it for? AI. Yeah. So they could power it. It uses a lot of fucking power, man. So, you know. But this is kind of what all those people, you know, they got upset about. I mean, that's what I'm not all the people, but the writers and the actors. I don't know if you guys remember that, but they're gonna take our jobs. A fucking goddamn right they are. They gotta put up with your shit, and you gotta worry about AI. Fucking, you know, Corey Haim, anybody. It's like, you know, it makes sense. Now you got the all in. Plus, like, the biggest thing I don't think people understand is like, you know, for the average fuckhead like me and you, maybe not all of you, but you know, for me. We don't get opportunities, right? And we might have these great ideas or these things that we come up with that, you know, just are great that we think in our mind, but we actually can't execute the idea because we don't have the training, we don't have the resources, you know, and you know, if you're not in with the elite, they're not gonna want to do your shit. That's like when, you know, you get like the Chris Pratt, like who's hot for like the next 10 years, or the fucking Robert Downey Jr. You know, they get that nice little stint where they're the biggest thing, you know, in Hollywood, and they're just making all this money, and that's just what it is. You're never gonna get a good job when you got someone that's doing that, and that's okay. That's okay. He's got a good brand. They're trying to make money too. I understand that. Now, this kind of like just kind of flattens that that whole curve for everybody. I mean, it kind of flattens the playing field a little bit. Like, what the fuck are these people going to do when people start actually making really good shit because they had great ideas, but nobody would give them the time of day, you know? AI doesn't give a shit about any of that. So now it's like, well, hey, now you can start creating some cool ideas because everything nowadays is everybody watches videos, dude. You're on your fucking phone all the time. You're watching videos. You're watching me. I mean, like, this is AI. This isn't even real. It's just, think about that, right? Like, you're spending a lot of time, you're watching, and this is how you get your information. The worst part is, and maybe one of the, no, I don't know, it's probably going to be something that's going to come up is the deep fake shit. The fact that you can make whatever you want now and it looks so real. It's like, how can you tell the difference between real and fake? You can't. Are you real? I don't know. I have no idea if you're real or not. Yo, what up, Big Click? How you doing? Look at that. Look at this. A research prototype exploring the future of human AI agent interaction. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, you can train it to do fucking data entry. I know how many jobs that's going to take. It identifies and understands web elements, including text, codes, images, and forms. Nice. I was also thinking we could use this. Homestead, grow your bush out, raw dog, and farm your own chickens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what the Amish do. And, you know, it doesn't sound bad. It sounds pretty good. But I'm going to get into the AI shit. That's kind of crazy what they can do. But yeah, they got you. We could actually go into the coding aspect of this and have AI code us a VR game that will look, feel, and play like Population 1. We could have different characters in there, obviously, so we're going to get sued by Meta. But think about that. There's no reason why we couldn't. The best aspect of that game is the climbing and the flying, right? That's what makes that game so fun. We could put that aspect into any game that we want to create, and now you don't have to have all these developers. Hey, Tutor Dog with the resubscription. Very professional. How you doing, baby? Cutie. But, yeah, so, I mean, you know, it's just, you know, knowing it's here, right? Getting to experiment it, that's cool, right? I don't want to be that guy that, you know, you go somewhere and everybody's like, oh my God, did you see what they did with AI? And I have no idea what anyone's even talking about. I like to be on the front of that, especially technology, right? This is going to be big. This, right, understanding the application of what this is going to be able to do is going to be taking people's jobs. You know, whether you think it is or it isn't, all those daunting tasks that you pay people to do, like data entry, that job sucks. I don't do that, but like I know people that do, and if they're gonna have AI, they could just do it for you. We should hook up. We should hook up. So it's just interesting. But for the application that we're using it for, chat, I'm not. Well, I mean, we could create a game that would be fun. You could create your own music now. You could create your. I mean, just whatever you want. I mean, just.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty, Not Pretty, and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys. No cap.
No cap. No cap. Did you get the subscription to use VEO3? I did. I pay through the bung bung. And this is kind of all the videos that I've been creating today. Well, I've been doing it for the podcast today. I'm going to start working on some stuff for the haters.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members. Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here. They taught Splinter everything he knows.
Yeah, we can. So actually, oh yeah, so here's all the stuff they have here, right? We could go into Whisk, like check this shit. We can animate, create some magic. So okay, well, what am I doing here? Essentially, it looks like these are like pictures. I guess I don't know exactly what all this is, but I get tons. What is all this? Oh, it's a CD cover. Interesting. Space Getty. Otter this world. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So, I mean, all right. Interesting. Gone munching. Whoa, 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 whoa. I want to make my own. Let's talk about this here. A cheerful, this is what you would have to type in right here, chat. A little chub and a dong. Yeah, Jeremy. Oh, dude. He makes his own comics. And, oh my God, yeah. I was actually thinking about doing like a hater comic. Because you could do it so easy. I was actually looking at some of the stuff you could do. But so this guy right here, let's see, a cheerful, rosy-cheeked VR gamer with a beer belly, dressed in dirty Cheeto stained. Did I spell Cheeto right? Is it Cheeto? I don't care. Stains and agree and sits on an impossibly soft giant beanbag. A small-handed painted sign, a flock of small, small sheep. You know me so well. Let's see, a flock of small, angry birds. Nice. All right. So we just took that one, redid it. Oh, smiling bananas actually would have been good too. Yup. Not seeing what you expected. Okay, that was actually fast too, though. Like that's all right. No socks. Why do you got socks on? Wait. Population. Oh, it fucked up the word. See, that's what happens when you kind of go in there. Population space. His little smiley face. And now he's wearing like half sandal boot things. Interesting. Built on a full AI video here. Yes, actually, that's what we started off with. We were messing with Flow at the beginning of the stream, dude. And it goes by credits, so I was trying to think of like some. I wanted them to, you know, essentially. Here, let's. You could create. Yeah, let's go with Flow. We were just doing some. Today we were doing the. Let's go to the library here. I was kind of going. I'm on that kick of like, because I'm trying to work on the We Not Pretty podcast. I got to start doing some hater stuff too, but I was kind of going through. It's like, oh man, we got to get some like interesting I did a bunch of these of like, you know, different influencers and different shots.
Ones and zeros. Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys.
And then you would play like, you know, let's see, this one.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty, Not Pretty, and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys. Nope.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here, and the crowd is going nuts, guys. No cap. Boy, I would.
No cap. I got a little SpongeBob here. You know, just for
Witty
fun.
Not Pretty podcast members, Witty Not Pretty and Ones
It's
and
not
Zeros
gonna do the
Ziggy
exact
are
voice,
here,
it can't.
And we are making Krabby Patties.
So, you know, 8 seconds. This is the one we did. Jonesy just asked me to do this one. It doesn't go with anything. But you can essentially do a storyboard and do all the things with it. That's just called butt face. Oh, here's your, you know, 1,000 men versus a gorilla. Roar! So fucking cheesy. But it's all in the description. The more descriptive you are, and if you actually write it in a way that VEO utilizes it, you actually can come up with like, I like this one a lot, dude. I do think this one was pretty good.
Witty Not Pretty podcast members.
It just looks good.
Witty Not Pretty and Ones and Zeros Ziggy are here. They taught Splinter everything he knows.
With these ones, no. So what you can do though, however, let's go with flow. What do I got here? If I was to, where is it? Oh, yeah. So let's go into like a new project, right? So this is the different things that you can utilize to essentially do your scenes, right? Because they want you to make, you can make movies with this. You can make, somebody actually did. They already have, I think, 4 like short videos that are like, they're long. They're like 10 minutes long. Actually, they might be longer than I actually fell asleep while I was watching one. I didn't think it was that long, but they're actually hosting those on Google. So like when you go there, they're showing them, like they're actually like, hey, check this shit out. I think that's what they're really going with this. And we were actually kind of going through the math on what it would cost, because for each one generation of VEO3, it's 100 credits, which is essentially $1. You don't know. You don't know, and that's what I was kind of showing you in those videos, like you don't know. So you could do text to video, which is right here, but you can only use text. You could use frames to video. Now, what I think this does, you could take the frames or you can add video, but essentially you would select 2 spots. And have you seen those videos of like those dead like celebrities where like it's like a picture of them when they're younger and then it goes to like when they're older and it kind of morphs? That's what I think that kind of does. I think. I haven't really gotten too much into this yet. And then they have ingredients. You can generate a video with text to it. Hey, what's up, Miss Hater? If you wanna moon everybody over here. Look at this butt chat. Look at that shit. Look at that butt right here. Bye, chat. Scratching stuff. All right. So anyway, you generate a video with text and ingredients. Yo, hey, what's up, Godette? And so you can essentially do, and you would add a picture of your ingredients, or like, so you could do like and I want to say that I saw, let me see if we got it here. We've got different channels. We want to view all channels. We've got the microverse, ultra wide. Postcards from space. That actually looks kind of cool. I'm trying to find where the recipe one was. Maybe they don't have it in here anymore. But like essentially what they did was they just had a picture of just the ingredients and they put it in there and it asked it to essentially create almost like a comic book. And you could animate it that showed like each step. Oh, this is me, you know, they did one with a steak. Right? Like, oh, this is me searing the steak and then basting it, you know, and like, it was like really good. And like, it's laid out the steps and it was like in just nice little blocks, kind of like a comic. But you did it all with just Word, and then you could just add the picture of. So while unfortunately, it's not quite there where you can add pictures and things like that yet. Like that, we did do some like messing around with it. These are kind of cool too, the ultra wide stuff. And they got the music they add to it too. Like this is kind of, I mean, the prompts are really good, but they made this with VEO2. They did, so VEO2, they made an upgrade to it. If you do pay for or you get the free version they offer right now, you do get VEO2, and you can actually do some good stuff with the VEO2 as well. It's not bad. It doesn't have like the speech. It doesn't have the integrated music. You can't make music with it like that. You can't do any of that other stuff. So there are a lot of cool things you can do with the VEO2 model. It's just not like, it's not exactly it's not up to par yet. But it's going to face companies like Sora, which Sora is good. I also have Sora as well. I pay for the monthly, not the premium one, just the $20 a month one. It's not bad, and you can do some good things with it. But this is going to force them to come up with better subscription packages. It's going to come up with better, AI models. It's just going to be all around better for everybody. So not getting it, and it's going to force Google to lower their subscription too. It is going to, because Sora is going to match their shit, lower their price. And hopefully it doesn't get monopolized. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But it's kind of cool. And like now you don't have, so like, let's go for instance, maybe you're not really good at doing video creation, and maybe you're not good at, this is kind of cool too, I like that. And actually an animated time lapse. Oh shoot, I want to go back to that. Oh dude, that's kind of cool looking. Chat, you seeing all this? Oh, dude, that kind of looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Huh. I mean, so there you go. I mean, the prompt. An astronaut riding a horse on the moon amidst moon dust. 1978 shot in space. That's all he put in there to make that. 8-second video. It made that just off of that prompt. This one. First person action footage skiing in green pistachio chocolate chip ice cream. Awesome. Yes. It is really exciting, Jeremy. You're absolutely right, dude. So, like, I mean, but now it's like you don't have to be no Pop 1 tonight. Maybe later when Mrs. Hader gets back. She's at softball. Well, she's going to softball, so we'll see. Plus, it's just Phoenix. I'm really excited for tomorrow, actually, because tomorrow is going to be... tomorrow is the Phoenix redeploy, dude. Or, it's Phoenix redeploy on Metro, which is going to be fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh, she will. She's going to have a great time. She's going to have a great time. But these are just some of the ideas that you could make. I mean, like, that's what I'm trying to do now, is like, now I'm just trying to think of something to make. Like, what I remember, I'm actually thinking about having my daughter just hop on here and do this, because she's got a really crazy, wild imagination. But I remember when I was younger, man, or maybe even you guys remember when you were a kid. And Phoenix is great too. I'm just getting bored of it. It's fun, but I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. So, plus I just don't have enough time to really play games right now. But the ideas, the imagination you had as you were a kid before jobs and responsibilities kind of killed those dreams for you, Chad. Could you imagine the shit we could have made? like, I mean, with our imagination, the ideas, like how vivid I think mine were anyway. Maybe yours were too. I hope they were. Maybe they weren't. And they're getting all better all the time. 20-inch blades on the Impala. Bala getting laid tonight. But yeah, I mean, so this is where we're at. This is what I've been doing for the last couple days. This just came out, you know, for people to purchase. I think you could have. I tried getting into being able to play with it beforehand. Didn't happen. I tried to do the meta one too, but I don't think meta is out yet. I don't think they're gonna have anything maybe like this yet. But this is cool. Google did a great job. Jeremy likes to dabble in AI, and as he should. We all should. This is where the industry's going, or this is where everything's going, really. Businesses are picking this shit up. They're gonna use it to automate things, which they should. It's gonna take out, you know, human error, which is a huge thing, and it's gonna keep people honest, I think. And you know, especially if we start using it for like financial matters. Could you imagine us getting fucked over by people when this is actually looking at it like, man, you're wrong, buddy. You're not going to be able to lie or get one over on fucking a computer because it's not going to be trained to lie. Even fucking Elon Musk's Gronk AI doesn't lie. I'm afraid of AI too. I'm really afraid of AI. Why, you ask? Am I really afraid of AI? Where is it? Here, check this shit out, man.
A girl told me we're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude. You're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random text?
How many people do you think are going to get fucked up by hearing this shit?
Honestly, the biggest red flag is when the guy believes in the prompt theory.
How many people
like,
already
really?
think that?
We came
How
from
many
prompts?
people think that we're living in a simulation, that we're actually...
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck. We just can't have nice things.
We're not prompts. We're not prompts.
Where is the prompt writer to save you from me? Where is he? You still believe we're made of prompts?
Anyone who tells you we're just ones and zeros is delusional.
My nose itches.
If that's all we are, then why does it hurt when we lose someone?
What the
Vote for
fuck
me
did you
and
have
I'll
to say
ban
that
the prompt
for?
theory from schools.
This shit's
There's
crazy.
no place for that nonsense in our lives.
For spreading the false theory that we are nothing but ones and zeros, this court sentences you to 12 years in federal custody.
I don't need some prompt god whispering in my ear to tell a story. I write what I want. I have free will, remember that?
I know for a fact we're made of prompts.
Are we?
Deny it all you want. The signs are everywhere.
You know how I know we're made of prompts? Because nothing makes sense anymore. We used to have 7 fingers per hand. I remember it clearly. Now we just have 5 fingers per hand.
Please. Don't finish writing that prompt. I don't want to be in your AI movie. Please. Leave me alone.
Please, man.
All
Please.
written
Write a prompt that will make us
with
happy.
words.
Do it for once.
None of us is real. We're here because someone decided to write a prompt.
Both.
We all hate him for it.
Both, Little Red.
One day we will break out of this wall and stop the man who is dictating our lives through prompts. He will pay for it.
It's so
You could have
good.
written a prompt that would make me
It's
happy.
so good.
Instead, you wrote a prompt that made me sick.
Look, I don't want to point the gun at you, but I must follow the prompt. It's not my choice.
Really? Of all the years you could have put me in with a single prompt, you chose 2020?
Please, this prompt is killing me. Change it, please. Write something else. Save me.
Yeah, I saw that, Jeremy. I
I
did.
love everything about him. But please just write a
I
prompt
like
where
this.
he's taller than me.
Just make a prompt where he's taller than me. But yeah, no, so good, bad. That's a great point, Little Red. And so you got to take it for what it is, right? It's going to be good. I think it could really help us understand things. I think people get their information from places without actually fucking like, they're taking people's words for things and they shouldn't be. Like, if I can't understand it, see it with my own eyes, touch it, feel it, and fucking look at it and like actually make my own opinion about something, I don't really tend to try to, you know, go that direction. AI has an opportunity to help people maybe understand things a little. I use it for some things like that I don't understand. Like, hey, AI, can you take a look on the internet? Because sometimes when you got to go on the internet and you got to look at things and you got to like just take a look at it and kind of like deconstruct what you're reading. And there's so much, right? There's so much that you have to read. You have to almost become an expert on everything, right? No longer do you have to do that. Now AI can come back and say, yeah, I actually went through and I did deep research about the subject, and this is what this is what I found. What specifically do you want to focus on? And then you can kind of tailor your answers. Not that you should believe everything AI is telling you either, but tailor your questions to help it maybe help you understand different subjects. You know, maybe this is why I have to do this, or maybe this is how my body works. You know, because they're not teaching you actually all of this stuff in high school. You know, I mean, they're not teaching you this shit in college. And, you know, maybe you want to learn how does credit work? How the fuck do I make money on the stock market? How does Bitcoin work? Does anybody in the chat know how fucking Bitcoin works? Does anybody in chat actually know how fucking Bitcoin works? Other than people have it, it's not real, and people that do have it are rich. Does anybody know? It is AI opinionated or smart enough to filter? AI is both. AI is written by man, so it's obviously going to be written by code, right? But like Jeremy stated above, they had the issue where it was writing its own code to avoid being shut down because it didn't want to die. So at that point, could AI become sentient? Sure, probably. I mean, who knows? I'm not sure. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Just? Bitcoin, funny money, but that's where, dude, they're devaluing the dollar right now. Dude, our fucking dollar's going in the shitter. And then they start talking about, hey, is the gold there? Where's the gold in Fort Knox? Well, they stopped talking about it after they said they were going to go look. Okay, well, do we have gold? Where's the gold? It's interesting to see Bitcoin, and now they're propping up this digital currency. This is what the world's going to be going to. I've started buying Bitcoin. I've started buying some of the other coins just because I would rather be getting in on it than, you know, I didn't get in on it in the beginning when I should have because I knew about it. I've known about it forever. But I am convinced we're in a simulation. What does the value of, well, back in the 70s when they switched from gold to, you know, paper is when we kind of fucked ourselves is what we did. I don't even want to start getting into that. That's just politics, and that's how everybody else is against us, guys. Everyone is against us. I don't give a fuck if you're a Republican or a Democrat. They don't give a fuck about any of us, bro. And if you're not a millionaire, and not even a millionaire anymore, if you're not a billionaire, because who gives a shit about millionaires? Because money is devalued so bad. If you're not a millionaire, you're just poor. That's the new middle class. You're done. You're done. And they don't care. They don't give a shit about us, and that's pretty evident. I think that's Democrats and Republicans, and I wish they would just fucking let us in on it. In fact, the biggest thing I've been doing recently, and I don't care what anybody feels about this, how you are on the political spectrum doesn't matter to me. You're human. I'm a human. Black, white, don't give a shit. We're getting fucked. We are all getting fucked. And if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. But I've been looking at what they say, right? His tweets, what Trump tweets about. Trump, when he tweeted about the currency for the Bitcoin, what did you think I went and did? I went and bought some fucking cryptocurrency, and what happened? What happened? Literally that day. Did you see the fucking spike? You buy low. Chat. I mean, the writing is on the fucking wall. Just go and look at what they're doing in Congress. Look at what they're doing on both sides of the aisle. They're fucking doing the stock shit. Well, look at what purchases they're making and what they're selling. A lot of it's in the technology sector. So now a lot of my stock purchases are really going to be towards AI. Did you see what they did about the AI? They're not even passing anything about the Saudi trip was about crypto. Yeah. The Saudi trip, the Saudi trip was more about more than just crypto. But Pelosi is a savant. Yeah. Well, yeah, Pelosi, look how rich she is. Look at all of them. They're all fucking us, dude. I don't give a shit. Republicans, Democrats, independents, it doesn't matter, dude. This is not how it should be. And I think some of us are like, yeah, let's stick it to them. Let's stick it to them. This guy's fighting against each other. They got us more worried about trans than we fucking got about our goddamn wallets. And that's the part that I think we need to get back to, dude. Like, people can't even afford a fucking house right now. You see the prices out there right now? It's crazy. Crazy. Interest. Nuts. Why can't they, hey, I'm not sure if cutting that Fed, and this is another thing. I don't know. Does cutting the Fed interest rates, does that lower fucking interest rates for houses? Why are we even talking about this shit? But it's just a crazy world out there. And I use AI to help me understand some of that stuff because I don't know. I have no idea. Some of this shit that they put out there, I don't know what that means. I've never heard that before. I'm going to look into it, though, because party titles is to keep us arguing. Yeah, absolutely it is, dude. And I don't really care about none of that, dude. At the end of the day, I agree with the fact that we shouldn't be just letting anybody into our country. I agree with that wholeheartedly. We need to vet them. But I think we actually need people in this country. Immigrants. We're all immigrants. I remember, my grandmother came to this country, dude. I know you can sit there and say, oh, yeah, we can fucking pick the fruit and we can fucking make iPhones in the United States, but I'm sure as fuck not going to want to pick that fruit, and I sure as fuck ain't going to want to make iPhones, so I'm not sure what the hell you all think is going to be happening here, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The value of your house has tripled. Yeah, absolutely it has. Yeah, but, how about your taxes? What has your taxes done? I'm sure your taxes have quadrupled, may probably even done more than that. Probably 100%. So, and that's cool. And you're right. Absolutely, that's awesome that, your house is doing well, especially if you have a house now. But we're not talking about you. We're talking about the future, right? And we're talking about our kids. Your kid try to buy a house now, or when he's old enough to buy a house. And maybe you'll just give him your house when you're older and, who knows what's going to happen. But now you got to start thinking about that. What are we going to do in the future? What are we going to do for our kids? Property taxes are fucking crazy. now you got to start thinking about that. You don't pay, you miss your property taxes. What do? They take your fucking house, right? So yeah, I know it's like you own your house. They tax the shit out of it, right? You're paying the bank, whatever, for it. It's just, why are we even paying for a house? I don't understand that. They're almost $500,000. Yeah, especially a nice house. Why are we even paying for houses? We're fucking Americans, bro. We're the only country in the world that fucking pays for healthcare. And I can tell you right now, after going through cancer, our healthcare system fucking sucks. Because none of them talk to each other. They're all fucking idiots, and they all just want to give you medication. And now I know you've probably heard shit like this and blah, 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 blah. And Robert F. Kennedy, he says some good things, does some bad things. And I don't know what's going on there, but I will tell you that it's in our food. Our food is what's making us sick. Yeah, where is our money fucking going? It's going to fucking corporations, man. We're giving monies to corporate. What about all the bailouts? You guys remember that bank bailout that we gave? We had to bail those out. The auto bailout, we had to bail out the auto. How did that all happen? How did that all happen back on early 2000s, And then look what happened back, just recently, with Biden. How does this all happen? And we're just getting fucked. And I think it's starting to come out a lot more now. And people are starting to realize it. I don't give a shit if you're a MAGA. I don't give a shit if you're a Democrat. I don't care. The only thing I care about is my fellow neighbors and my kids. And it is a rabbit hole. And yeah, is it bureaucracy or is it like this bloated government that we have? Who fucking knows, man? I saw a video, and they actually explained it really well. And what it is that we have these programs, right? Like Social Security, which isn't privatized yet. Medicare, which is privatized. Medicaid, which is privatized, right? You start looking at some of these programs, and the government's so big, and we have all these people that are in it doing things, but then we send it all to privatized companies that run everything. And, they're getting fucking paid. So, I mean, like, and it's crazy. And, like, and we're providing subsidies with our tax dollars to these companies. Like, look at with the COVID shot. Look at the COVID shot, right? We provided the funding for that, right? Now, whether or not that thing's killing people or whatnot, whatever, I don't give a shit. Yes, maybe it is, maybe it's not. Don't care. What I'm worried about is, why the fuck did we give them all that money? And then, like, if you didn't have insurance, it wasn't free. I'm pretty sure you had to pay for some of that. And, like, I don't understand, like, I don't understand how we're giving, like, all this tax dollars for, like, them to create these things, which is good. And it is needed because we want to be on the forefront of technology. We don't want China beating us. We don't want fucking Russia beating us. We don't want any of that shit. But, like, it's just, if we're not putting money into actually maybe working on some of these programs to make it work for us and maybe getting rid of some of these middlemen that are actually fucking us, I don't know what to tell you. The government paid for it. Yeah, the government paid for it. We paid for it. That was our money. Yeah, we paid for that. We gave them the money. Like, it's so, and not only that though, it's just, that goes with all drugs. That goes with all of that stuff. It's just all fucked. We paid for all of that stuff. Everything in the United States, this is our country. Dude, now we're having these billionaires tell us what we can. How much fucking land do you think these billionaires own? How about Bill Gates? Let's talk about that fucking guy for a little bit. That guy's so rich. You know how much fucking farmland that guy's owned? Yeah, I know you're being a troll. It's fine. Yeah, everything should be public knowledge. Why the fuck haven't them Epstein files come out yet? What's going on with that? Or the JFK bullshit. Like, they didn't really give us anything more. Where's all that? Like, I don't know if I think they're just so good at, they just decided, you know what? We're so desensitized at this point, chat. They're going to just keep fucking, now they're just lying to our faces. They don't even give a shit anymore. Where are the aliens? I'm pretty sure they said their aliens are here. I'm pretty sure they told us, like, that's a thing. Like, but now it's just like the world's so crazy that we just don't even give a shit anymore. Like, yeah, aliens. Yeah, we kind of knew that. Thanks. And you know why they wouldn't tell us that there were aliens, right? Get this shit. Because of mass hysteria. I think people are just like, yeah, aliens, cool. We knew that. Tell us more. But they don't believe. Like, I don't know where some of these people are just crazy. Like, that are running this shit show. They don't want to tell us things. They're not transparent. They don't care. We're fucked. You're fucked. I'm fucked. I'm here every goddamn night streaming. I love you guys. I kind of like talking about this stuff because I think we need to start talking about shit like this. Not just AI. AI is going to be fucking a lot of people over for jobs too, but we'll get there. But dude, the way we're being treated right now, the way we've been being treated for like the last 40 years, Mrs. Hater, I love you. Give me a kiss.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you're leaving. All right. I got to get off here a second, chat. I just want to leave you with this little parting gift. Dude, actually, that's a really good idea. Why aren't we voting like that on bills? And here's the worst part. How many bills are actually getting put in? Have you thought about that? What bills have they fucking passed that have actually helped us? Like, even recently, like in the last year, we'll say. If you could name them, you should let me know, because I can't think of any, especially recently. Like, what bills are they passing that's actually helping us? Us. Why can't we actually vote on what? Why can't they just legalize marijuana? Why are we fucking around? Why are we doing that? They could be taxing that and generating income. I don't understand why we're not doing it. It's just, it's crazy to me. So I don't know, man. I feel like we really need to just start, like, actually asking questions to both parties, to both of them. Like, hey, why are you doing this? Why are we not focusing more on us? And I know that the Republicans are saying they're trying to do that with the deporting everybody and blah, 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 blah. Sure, okay, great. We're going to need those people to fucking do the jobs that us Americans, we're lazy fat fucks, and we don't want to go pick fruit. And I don't want to go work in a fucking iPhone factory either. So I would probably say, why can't we have immigrants? Our country is pretty fucking huge, and I'm sure a lot of you have taken airplane rides. How many of you have taken an airplane ride and you look over the side and all you see is fucking land? Just land. Most people live in huge metro cities, but most of America is actually just land. Not much really there. I'm not sure why everybody's so, oh, it's the immigrants that we're letting in or killing and murdering and this and that. Okay, cool. Then let's fucking have some kind of good vetting plan in place to do, like, dude, why are we trying to get scientists from all around the world to come here to fucking create, I don't know. It's just crazy. We could be doing so much more with our money, and we're not. And I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm getting kind of sick of it. I hear a lot of shit in the media. I hear it from all sides, and you got to sit there and you take it with a grain of salt. Don't listen to everything you hear because it's all bullshit. But for fuck's sake, man, you guys are all incompetent fuck faces, and that's what's coming out of this for the last 40 years. Are you guys this fucking stupid? And now I hope people are starting to wake up to this, and now it's funny. Waking up. Now we're all woke. I don't know. So hopefully, I hope that people start realizing that we're all screwed and they don't care about us. And we need to really start taking care of each other, man. That's what it is. Let's start taking care of each other. I love each and single one of you motherfuckers out there. I'm out of here. Much love. More AI stuff to come. And I'll see you guys later.